Welcome to Aesthetics. For the intro. Okay. So, let's imagine the Gathering 2015. I've never played the Gathering before. Play at the Gathering and stuff. Now, let's start. Sure. I am the okay. Go and take data. Hunt bigger game. I don't know what all these stuff are. Ooh, this music though. Yeah, a wizard, Chris. I agree, sure, why not? Sure. Just, stuff, I don't care. How do I change this? Account? I don't know what UCI. Oh, free account. Invalid password. Play again. Oh. dang it. I am on the thing. Yeah. One hand is over and over again. Oh my god. I just waited 7 minutes. How much did the guy want each? Little? I mean, a little? A lot? None. I never played Magic the Gathering before. To be used for your profile. The persona can also be changed from your profile screen. I don't freaking know. I don't know any of these people. I mean, I guess chemical. We also kind of look cool. I don't know what those going on there. I guess this. I don't know. Thanks for playing. The new Master of Monsters for Pets has been added to your collection. Take control of vampires, dragons, force, and more with shut up! Oh my god! Blah 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 blah. Stop that for collecting help. I thought that was a really emotional These things cost in real life money. What? It's just like strangers. Not available until you create the tutorial. Oh, okay. You need to play it in the tutorial. The first quest, the basics. Okay. So this is the plan. I'm probably gonna know further about this. You are a brain program dog. Wanna and use that energy to defeat the rivals. In Magic game, you'll use your creatures to attack their opponent with the bomb and attack.
Welcome to Magic. You and your opponents take the role of planeswalkers, powerful sorcerers who can magically travel between...
Well, thank you for welcoming me, tutorial. To Magic. You and your opponent take up... you just said that. Okay.
To win, you must defeat your opponent by bringing his life total down from 20 to 0.
Okay.
To do this, you will use a variety of tools, represented in the game as a deck of shuffled cards. All players have their own decks to play with.
your shuffle deck become your library for the game. Okay.
At the beginning of the game, each player draws 7 cards. And you have the option of redrawing, called a mulligan. To take a closer look at your cards, zoom in.
I thought it was 7 cards, and that I can redraw. Hopefully, that redraw ability isn't in your life, because that'd be a real thing to do. Press RT to zoom.
See, Magic cards have many symbols. To begin playing Magic, you must complete
No!
a series of quests.
Can I go over? Go over there, okay. Do that now. Fine. 5 colors are matter.
For the first quest, you're playing a green deck. Green's specialty is large, powerful creatures. Your opponent is Crimson Mage.
It's Crimson Mage.
To cast spells or summon creatures, you're gonna need some resources. In Magic, the main resource, mana, comes from every turn you may play a land from your hand. Once you have enough lands on the battlefield, you'll have the mana you need to cast spells, including summoning creatures. Play a land now.
Okay. Wait, go on.
Since you don't have enough mana to cast any spells yet, we'll pass the turn to Crimson Mage. Crimson Mage will also play lands to build the resources he needs to cast spells. Now, he will cast a spell.
How you cast a spell that easily, my dude?
Crimson Mage has summoned a creature. Attacking with creatures, like Crazed Goblin, is the major way players defeat their opponents. Your card, the bottom corner displays its power and toughness.
Okay, so that's like the attack point and defense point. Or of the Magic. Okay.
Power is the amount of damage a creature deals in combat.
Yeah, okay. I thought so.
Toughness is the amount of damage needed to destroy this creature.
Wait. Huh. So, I have, like, 1 or more, I can destroy his creature. That's very interesting. Yeah. Like, higher than the point is like, okay.
Every spell has a mana cost. To summon Crazed Goblin, it costs Crimson Mage a single red mana. It's represented by this symbol.
Okay, so that's the cost. I see that on my...
He had to use up or tap his land to pay to cast this spell. Tapped cards are turned sideways.
Tap cards? What? Okay. So it's not trapped. No. That's not going on a tap card. Oh! I see.
Mana costs can be more complex than Crazed Goblins. Summoning this creature will cost 4 mana, and 2 of the mana must be green.
think I can get it. Mana can be more complex than crazy goblins. For example, Grumbling of mana is cost 2. Land? I don't know. Summon the creature will cost 4 mana, and 2 of the mana must be green.
When a player gains control of a creature, it can't attack or do anything that requires tapping. This is called summoning sickness. These creatures will have a dizzy look to them. But we can expect the Crazed Goblin to attack on Crimson Mage's next turn. Now it's our turn. Let's summon Kalonian Tusker. To cast this spell, and then choose the creature that costs 2 green mana.
Okay. I'm trying to here. Oh. Why am I here? Okay, so...
This creature's power and toughness are 3/3. More than a match for that Crazed Goblin. Let's pass the turn.
How will I pass the turn?
Now, Crimson Mage will play a land and then attack us with the Crazed Goblin. The Crazed Goblin has to attack because its rules say it must.
Whoa. Oh, you... Okay, so that... So... The rules of the effect.
When a creature attacks, it taps and moves forward. Now you have a chance to respond with creatures you want to block with. You happen to have a creature on the battlefield that will block very well.
Yeah, I can see that.
If Crimson Mage's attacking creatures aren't blocked, you will take damage. Your Kalonian Tusker can keep you safe. Creatures with summoning sickness can block. Block the Crazed Goblin! During the combat damage step, each creature deals damage equal to their power. This time, these creatures will deal damage to each other at the same time. One will die, and the Kalonian Tusker will survive.
Oh.
At the end of every turn, each creature heals. Any damage dealt to them is removed. You don't have to keep track of damage from turn to turn. Play another land. Our chance to attack Crimson Mage.
Okay, so attack. Attack with all. Oh, that's cool.
Because he doesn't have any creatures to block with, Crimson Mage will take 3 points of damage. You don't have any spells that you can cast for now, so let's pass the turn.
playing lands, having lots of lands in play means you can cast even more powerful spells. Now you can cast Rumbling Below.
Colonian Tusker into combat. Remember that you can't attack with your Rumbling Baloth yet, because it has Summoning Sickness. It's important to know that, in Magic, you can only decide that your creatures are attacking an opponent. You don't have control over which of your opponent's creatures will block. Unless the card says otherwise, blocked creatures deal all damage to the creatures that blocked them. No damage is dealt to the defending player. Blocking with small creatures to not take any damage is sometimes a good strategy. This time, we're gonna try something a little different. Instead of playing your land and casting a spell before combat, wait until after combat.
What?
Now, attack with both of your creatures.
Okay, attack all.
It looks like Crimson Mage has decided not to block with his Bloodrock Cyclops, so he'll take 7 damage. Awesome.
Awesome, like, yeah.
During the main phase after combat, go ahead and play your land. You'll be in great shape to win if you cast this creature next.
7 toughness? What? Defense?
Crimson Mage will play a land and attack. Things good.
Oh.
All you need to do now is attack with everything.
Are you kidding me? This is going to overkill things. Oh. It's just enough.
In Quest 2, we'll spice up the battle with other kinds of spells.
Other kinds of spell? Okay. I guess. I could retry it. The second quest, Suspended Horizon. Sorceries. Church with Lion. Wait. Okay, so this is all just a tutorial. Chris, did you know that the Pokemon Trading Card game is like on mobile? I mean, apparently it is. But not the voice. Pokemon Donuts. Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Attack! Activate Velcro. Limit Ball. Nani? I don't know. Pokemon Go. guess I continue.
For your second quest,
dang it.
you'll be using a black deck. Black's specialty is removing your opponent's creatures. Your opponent is Azure Mage.
Okay.
We arrived to this game already in progress. As you can see, a lot of dueling has gone on so far. But with no creatures on the battlefield, it'll take a miracle to survive the next few turns. It's Azure Mage's turn, and she attacks with her last remaining creature, bringing your life total to 2. This looks promising. You've drawn Assassinate, a sorcery. Sorceries are cards intended to be used a single time.
Trying to pick it up. Oh. You play a shot the time by drawing a card. Tap anywhere to continue. Battlefield. Restart Pokemon game. Unlike creatures and lands, sorcery can have an effect and are then put in the graveyard. In Magic, your turn is split into 4 phases. Sorcery can be cast in either of your 2 main phases. Okay.
Assassinate that can destroy a creature of your choice. Tapped. Since 2 life, you'd better use it on Azure Mage's creature before it... Now, Azure Mage will cast some spells. Divination allows the player to draw 2 cards, a signature blue spell.
Oh, 2 cards, I think.
Now your opponent has a creature that has a special ability. Zoom in on the card to find out what makes Winddrake
Winddrake the flying ability, which means you can soar over your ground defenses. The only card that can deal with this airborne threat.
Assassinate card. You have no way to destroy Azure Mage's Winddrake.
Draw a card. I'm sorry.
You're in serious trouble. That Goliath Sphinx can kill you with 1 hit. But the good news can kill any creature it deals damage to because it has Death Touch.
Goblin.
Here's an interesting decision. Do you attack with your Vampire Nighthawk? Have any untapped creatures to block the Goliath Sphinx with?
Oh. We drove from checkpoint, though.
Interesting decision.
Yeah.
On a powerful sorcery. Rise from the grave. Animate creatures that are in a graveyard. Now's your chance to take that Goliath Sphinx as your own.
Excuse me? So there's a basically monster reborn. I don't know. No. That basically have the same effect, I think. I don't know.
To attack with your zombie Goliath. For the win.
I just want to look at the card that looks like it. They have the same probably effect on them.
As you play more Magic, you'll run into many kinds of spells and creature abilities. Look for spells that fit your playstyle. In Quest 3, we'll learn about spells with more permanent effects.
Okay. The third quest, augmentation, I don't know. Hence, the enchantment affect the game, and it was affect
You'll be using a white deck. White's specialty is amassing an army of small. Your opponent is Onyx Mage.
has only opponent is Onyx Mage.
Use enchantment. Enchantments are powerful spells whose effects are constant as long as it remains on the battlefield. Honor of the Pure, for example, increases the power and toughness of all your white creatures.
Okay, that's kind of... I play the Honor spell card!
See how your creature's power and toughness have increased? Now, attack Onyx Mage with your improved creatures. Honor of the Pure will affect all your creatures as long as it remains on the battlefield.
Oh. One drop.
Onyx Mage has put a stop to your advancing army. If you attack now, the results might not be good. Perhaps waiting might be the best strategy for now. Now you have a chance to take care of this Minotaur problem. Creatures have the ability to block, and Seekers will be able to destroy the Minotaur nation. But in the process, one of your Glory Seekers will...
What
You've drawn a special kind of enchantment, an aura. While enchantments affect the game globally, auras affect specific things, usually creatures. This one looks especially right now. This aura allows you to target any creature on the battlefield. Now that the nightmare has been pacified, it's time to renew your attack. Onyx Mage has cast an Aura Seeker. The effect leaves it as a 1/1 creature. Zoom in on it to learn more.
First strike, vigilance. I don't have the first strike, vigilance. First strike means that Night Guard Patrol will do first strike. Affects and kill an opponent creature before Night Guard is dealt any damage. Vigilance means that Night Guard doesn't tap when it attacks, which means it can also block during your opponent's fall.
play more Magic, remember that enchantments can help you win the game, either by improving your creatures, removing your opponent's creatures, or other cool effects. In Quest 4, we'll learn some tricky spells and interactions.
Instinct, spells, and other tricks.
Blue's specialty is disrupting its opponent's plans, drawing cards, and using difficult creatures. Your opponent is Jade Mage.
Okay. Water. Fire. Wait.
Jade Mage cast an instant. Instants work just like sorceries. They apply immediately to the game and are then discarded, except they can be played at any time. This spell makes her Rumbling Baloth larger, but only until the end of the turn. Drawn Cancel, a spell that counters another one. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, like Summoner, you can respond to it with an instant like Cancel. If you counter your opponent's spell, it will go to their graveyard and the mana they used is still spent. If you attack now, you'll be in danger of losing the game. Better not at your choices. Okay, now Jade Mage has cast another Giant Growth. But instead of letting it make her Rumbling Baloth bigger, you can respond by pausing the action and casting Cancel.
Oh, why can't I play it?
Now you've cast a spell, Cancel, targeting Jade Mage's spell, Giant Growth. This zone, where spells live before they resolve, is called the stack. Every player can add more instants or abilities to the stack in the same way. Archaeomancer, a creature with a triggered ability. That means when something specific happens, this card will automatically do something special. Many creatures have a triggered ability when they enter the battlefield. Archaeomancer, for example, will retrieve an instant graveyard.
Target instant 3 card from your draw to your hand.
blocking creatures take all the damage from the attacking creature. But if a creature with trample is blocked, it will deal enough damage to the blocking creature and remaining damage to the defender. Normally, blocking creatures unless you stop the timer to counter this spell, the Duskdale Worm will probably kill you.
Draw 2 cards. Your depth enters the battlefield, return target to it. Gain control to target creatures. Switcheroo. Switcheroo. It's in the time. Yeah, I can't figure that out.
Are powerful ways to surprise your opponents or thwart their plans. Practice using the stack with tricks like Giant Growth, Cancel, and others. In Quest 5, we'll suit up interesting creatures with equipment.
So, every turtle.
quest, you'll be using a red deck. Red's specialty
Red.
is aggressive, quick creatures with interesting abilities. Your opponent is Alabaster Mage.
My type of thing.
You've drawn Prodigal Pyro, a creature with an activated ability. That means this creature allows you to take an action, pay a cost, and then this creature does something, an effect. For example, Prodigal Pyromancer allows you to tap it, and if you do, it deals 1 damage to a creature or player of your choice. Just like attacking, abilities that require a tap, like Prodigal's, can't be activated while a creature is summoning sick. Alabaster Mage has cast an equipment. It usually improves a creature. Casting an equipment spell only puts it on the battlefield. To attach or reattach it, you need to pay its equip cost. Equipment remains on the battlefield even if the creature leaves.
It's only 2 player. Still it is.
Unlike auras, if a creature with an attached equipment leaves the battlefield, the equipment remains, ready to be reattached for the same equip. Like equipment, there are many artifact cards in Magic. Artifacts are usually colorless. This means any color of mana may be used to cast them. Even some creatures are artifacts. Anything that affects artifacts can affect artifact creatures as well. You drew Torch Fiend. It has an activated ability that doesn't require tapping. These can be used even when a creature is summoning sick. Torch Fiend's ability requires you to sacrifice it, put it in your graveyard, to get the effect. Dragon Hatchling. Its activated ability costs 1 red mana. All activated abilities may be used as many times as you can pay the cost. Be careful, the ability only lasts until the end of the turn.
That would be a good time to activate. Some instances allow you to target a creature or player. Cast Shilling? I don't know. Be able to deal 3 damage to your opponent. Wind the Mage. Nearly in your grasp.
Volcanic Dragon. It has haste. This means it's not affected by summoning sickness.
Interesting.
Abilities are interesting tools that can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Use them wisely.
That was it? That was... So worthy to wield a deck of your own choice. Choose carefully before taking it when your next opponent. Oh, I don't know. Defend all allies. Glad. I'm not too glad for this. 2 years starting deck. Assault your opponent's of what and then hence them with white polarized to suffer defense. Heroic charge. Wait, there's an actual campaign. Oh. Okay, that's good. All collection, profile, and attack. Until you completed the tutorial. I did complete the tutorial. do? We got to do. Keep. Oh man, I'm gonna do target creature or player. Or put don't try again, please. Yep, I know something. The same card. Nah. Oh my god, I hate this. Oh, I didn't mean to hit. Yep. I can't block. Okay, I get it. You're monsters. No!